G'day there, it's Duncan here. Let's cut through the noise. Two things can be true at once, and people in the West seem to struggle with that. Firstly, Iran is not a misunderstood player. It's a regime with a documented history of repression at home and destabilisation abroad, and serious concerns remain about its nuclear ambitions. We're not talking hypotheticals. We're talking about a state that, if armed with multiple nuclear warheads, could threaten entire regions from Israel to the Gulf and beyond. In a modern city, even one detonation from a nuclear warhead would mean mass casualties, collapsed infrastructure, and long-term devastation. And that's reality. Second, how you deal with that threat matters. My view is that strength works, that diplomacy has limits, and when a regime refuses to step back, pressure, sanctions, and military deterrence become necessary. That's where figures like Donald Trump are seen by supporters as decisive, willing to act rather than delay. Backed by voices like J.D. Vance, the argument is simple. You don't negotiate endlessly with a regime racing toward nuclear capability. You have to draw a line. Critics call that dangerous, supporters call it realistic, but here's the bottom line. Ignoring or downplaying the risk of a rogue state gaining nuclear weapons doesn't make the threat disappear. It delays dealing with it. I remember in 2023, Xi Jinping was reported by Western and Chinese officials to have personally cautioned Vladimir Putin against deploying nuclear weapons in Ukraine. A message later reinforced during a face-to-face exchange on Xi Jinping's state visit to Moscow. When the world underestimates the risk of nuclear escalation from a death cult like Iran, that consequences don't remain abstract or confined to policy papers. They spill into reality where conflict can spiral beyond control. Devastation on a scale that leaves millions of ordinary lives, not leaders, not strategists, but families like you and I, caught in the irreversible shadow of decisions that can never be undone. And not even President Xi could stop that.